With the Seattle Thunderbirds following Game 2 of the WHL Championship Series presented by Nutrien. In the middle, we have head coach Matt Odette. To his left, goaltender Thomas Milic. And to Matt's right, forward Brad Lambert. I'll start with you, Coach. Your thoughts on Game 2?
Yeah, much better game for us. I thought we played more to our identity, and executed the game plan the way we needed to. I think night and day compared to last night, and I think there were some spurts that could have been better, but overall we're much happier with the effort in the game tonight.
Kelly Moore, 680 CJOB for Brad. Maybe just talk a little bit about how special, I guess, this series is, A, playing for a championship, but B, in a place where you're very familiar with and comfortable.
Yeah, it's obviously special just to be playing for the WHL Championship. It's unbelievable, and not many guys get the opportunity, so we're just trying to make the most of it, and for it to be in Winnipeg, obviously it adds a little more to it.
So which was more surprising to you, when the puck wound up on your stick on the goal that started the 8-second barrage, or the insurance one for the breakaway?
Yeah, I don't know. I got a good bounce. Gunner flipped a high puck for the breakaway, and I got a good bounce, and got around the D, and their D made a turnover there for me on the first goal, and just buried it.
Matt, how critical was it for the penalty killing in the first period? I know you had talked last night about trying to clean up some things, and one of them was to try to stay out of the penalty box. So how important was that for the victory?
Yeah, it was big. Not part of the plan to take 6 minutes in penalties in the first period. It's hard to get into the flow of the game for us, and it's taxing. But at the same time, I thought we had that 4-minute kill. If you do a good job on it, you can gain some momentum from it. And we did manage to get the kill there and got a boost from it. And definitely not the recipe to give too many power play opportunities to them, but our penalty kill did a great job tonight, and Thomas was the backbone of it.
Jacob Stahl of the Hockey News. Brad, I'm just curious, 2 goals tonight for you. These playoffs, you've got a lot more assists. You've been shooting the puck a lot less. Were you frustrated with the lack of goal scoring, or have you just found a lot more assists have come about?
No, it's been funny. Obviously all the time when I've got a puck in a shooting position, a lot of the time there's been someone else in a better position. So I'm not too worried about that. Just our line's been doing good in scoring, so it's all that matters.
And in playing center with the Thunderbirds, do you think you've become a better facilitator and passer in general?
Yeah, I mean, you get to distribute the puck from down the middle, and obviously just use my playmaking to I got 2 great shots on my wings, so just use my playmaking to get them the puck, and they're doing a good job of finishing.
Scott Billick, Winnipeg Sun. Matt, after the last game, it felt like Winnipeg did a pretty good job at neutralizing your top line. What adjustments did you make between games 1 and 2, and what made it kind of maybe click better tonight?
I think our team as a whole, there was an adjustment phase, in game 1, just getting used to how Winnipeg plays, just with their, fast pace and quick transitions. So I think managing that a lot better tonight gave ourselves opportunities to attack more. Managing the puck better. If you're turning over the puck against a transition team like this, you're going to be in deep trouble. So, taking care of the puck a little bit better allowed our, offensive guys to play more in the O zone and have opportunities to create.
Yeah. You talked about goaltending and double save at the end there to keep it at 4-2. It seems this series has been very, very much about the goaltending. Did you kind of expect that at this point, given kind of how good both have been all year?
Yeah, it's one of the many factors in every playoff series. I think both goaltenders have been excellent in the playoffs so far this year, and we've been, Thomas has been, a big reason why we're here. So, he was excellent tonight. I thought their guy was really good also. We expected a good goaltending battle, and it has been.
Series shifts back to Washington now. other than, you know, getting last change and home crowd and that sort of thing. Does it change the series at all, like, you know, for the home team, or, you know, going back now it's a best of 5 instead of a best of 7? Any dynamic change in terms of that?
We're just, I mean, tonight we were, you know, focused on the next game. You know, where, you know, we were looking to play better. You know, what happened to result in a win. So we're just focused on the next game. You know, it's always nice to get a split on the road especially when the format's 2-3-2. But we're just looking towards the next game. We're going to be excited to be in front of our home fans, and you know, having last change, yes, it's, you know, it is nice to have that. You know, they have some dangerous guys that you want to make sure you have the right guys on the ice for, but you know, I think playoffs, you know, home on the road, you know, I think it's a little bit less of a factor. You know, we'll need to be ready, bottom line.
And Darren Stanky, old guy covering the league, Stank Sermon and Prince Albert Daily Herald. This is more, I guess, more for Thomas. Matt might chime in here, but I remember Peter Labardius, one of Bud's, always said experience matters, and I know they made a big run last year, but for you, Thomas, like, you were played in the league final last year, you guys went deep, and you had the World Juniors win, and you picked up Gunther and Prokop, and Gunther had 3 assists. I guess, yeah, just how much do you think that experience matters, what you went through last year?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty fortunate to have that experience, but at the end of the day, it's still the same game. You know, a lot of guys we're playing with and against also have that same experience. So, you know, I think it definitely helps. Mostly just knowing how to handle different situations that come up in playoffs. You know, you're gonna be tired, your body's gonna start breaking down, and you know, it's just how to manage things like that, and also how to manage highs and lows during games and during series as well. You know, just having a short memory is really important. So I think just the knowledge that comes with it, and you know, how to handle yourself, whether you're, you know, doing good or doing bad. So yeah.
And maybe both for Thomas and Matt, because I know Benson kind of crashed into you a little bit before his second goal. Was there any thought that maybe there was going to be some goaltender interference called on there, or was that something else you were looking at there?
We'll have to look at the video, get another look at it. There was some contact. I think maybe our guy had a little push in there, but you know, maybe there was a little extra on top of that. I can't really comment clearly on it. I'll have to see it again.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was a bit of a delay after that goal. I didn't know whether you guys were considering that, or maybe there was something else then.
There was some contact. We were hoping to, you know, for a discussion and them to take a look at it. That's, you know, pretty standard when something like that happens.
Yeah. And from your perspective, Thomas, did that impact at all on the goal being scored? Because I remember he picked himself up, you guys had a quick exchange, and the play continued.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be physical battles in every game. You know, I've definitely saw a lot of that in the last series against Kamloops. You know, guys driving that hard, trying to throw me off my game. But, you know, I think that's one of the strengths I have, is not being too fazed by stuff like that. So just being able to, you know, take a hit if I need to, and, you know, worry about my job, which is stopping the puck.